Hey boyos, Daily Check-in with John Vee. It is April 13th of 2026. Got the big old dog behind me. Get out of here, you bad pup. Go on. Go on. Big old dog. Yeah, not much to go over today. I haven't really rehearsed this at all, so I don't know what I'm actually going to talk about. But, yeah, I'm excited to get into housing eventually. That'll be a really big step for me, turn my life around. Make some goals for myself. Right now, my life is kind of on hold. I just kind of drift through and do whatever, eat whatever, not really give a shit about anything, just rotting. And hopefully that'll all change once I actually get into housing. Still smoking 2 packs a day, and I haven't been drinking. I haven't been feeling it. My mental state hasn't been great, so alcohol would make it worse, right? And my money situation's not very good. I'm slowly creeping into debt a little more every fucking month by, maybe $100 or $200 more every month, and it's not sustainable, right? And it's to be expected when you make less than 1,000 a month and your rent's 400 to be slowly creeping into debt, right? And my money situation will be better once I move into housing because my rent will be substantially less. My rent will probably be less than 200 a month, and I'll pick up casual work 6 or 8 hours a week, so that'll supplement my income. I might actually even be able to pick up some cash labor like a day or two a week just for you know residual income. Um, but yeah, I'm waiting on the DTC still, the disability tax credit. Um, they reopened my application because they had closed it because they sent a questionnaire to my doctor's office, and my doctor's office said they sent it back, but the CRA never actually received it. So I had to get that resent, and then they reopened the application, and I think it's the final step now, whether I get approved or declined. And it's gonna piss me off so bad if I get denied because I sank like $400, $500 into getting this done. And if I get approved, I'll get a whole bunch of back pay, probably many thousands of dollars, and it'll make me eligible for an extra $100 or $200 a month on my welfare check. So every little bit of money helps, right? You can say like $100 extra a month, that's nothing. And if you're some land chad making 10K a month, $100 a month is nothing. Like, what's that? That's that's a night out at a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, with your significant other, right? That's all that is, $100. For me, that's 6 meals at McDonald's, right? And I don't go to McDonald's much or anywhere else like that to eat because I can't fucking afford it. I got in the habit of going to Dollarama almost every day, the dollar store, and buying a big bag of ketchup chips and a couple cans of spaghetti and meatballs and a small bottle of Pepsi and a few packages of instant ramen and eating that and drinking that every day and slowly making my weight creep up again because for a while there I was doing good. I was going a day at a time fasting and not eat anything, and I'd go a couple days a week and not eat anything, right? And that's partly because of my mental health. My mental health was shit there for a while. It's actually picking up now, and fuck. But yeah, not much to talk about. I'll probably cut the video off soon. Been 4 minutes in, and there's really nothing else to say. You know, it does help keep me sane. The forums I'm on, like the MISC and Elysian Fields and Neats.net. It helps keep me sane because there's other people like me that I can talk to and comment on, and it helps keep me sane because I do have friends, but they're all friends online that I'll never meet in person, right? And I might go back to streaming Magic, streaming on Twitch of me playing Magic just to, socialize a bit because I do have a few friends on Twitch that'll check in on me every once in a while and watch me play and ask me how I'm doing and all this stuff. And it's nice to know some people care, right? In real life, friends I had, they're gone. I got no fucking friends anymore. Friends prove to me that they're fickle. They're fair weather friends. There's no such thing to me now as an actual friend. I don't believe in actual friends now. To me, it used to be friends were something special that I'd have my whole life, and I have learned the hard way that friends are something temporary, and when push comes to shove, they're going to choose themselves over you, right? And I don't blame them. I choose myself too, but like you're friends with somebody and they suddenly cut you out of their life and want nothing to do with you. It's like, why? Why, really? But my family has proven that they're consistent, they're constant, and my family has stuck with me through the bad times and the good times. So, what I've learned is family is permanent, friends are temporary. And when I say family, I don't mean distant relatives that are like fourth or fifth cousins or something that you're basically not even related that distant, right? And it's basically nothing. Because some of the friends I had were distant relatives and they fucked off and left me behind them. And, they just, out of nowhere, just cut me off and gave me a goodbye. And it's like, what the fuck did I do? And, they're fickle, fair weather friends. That's all it is. But my family has proven that they're going to stand by me through all of it. And they have so far. And because I've hit some pretty low points in my life, and it's proved to me who cares, who doesn't, right? And my family actually cares. My friends that I thought were friends do not care. So, yeah. But thank you to anybody on these forums who has interacted with me, because it's helped keep my sanity right through these hard times I've had. And, even though we're not really friends on those forums, it helps to socialize with people that are, having a similar lifestyle that's either a NEET or a sub 5 or, just somebody unemployed or somebody that's just not very attractive, somebody who's got a poor social life. It's nice to know that there's others having the same struggles, right? You know, and obviously everybody on the MISC is a multimillionaire, land Chad, you know, banging 10 out of 10 Stacy's, right? Everybody knows that, right? That ain't true, you know. The dem seems to be the demographic for the MISC is everybody's, in the 90 in the top 5 percentile of human beings, seems to be. And it's funny because then you go over somewhere like elysianfields.se or needs.net, and it's the exact opposite. 95% of the users are bottom dwellers that have no life and are ugly and have never had a girlfriend, no job, right? It's just the exact opposite of the MISC, right? And for reference, if you're wondering what the MISC is, if you're viewing this and you're on Elysian Fields or needs.net, the MISC was originally the MISC. It was the bodybuilding MISC for bodybuilding.com. It shut down and went to MISC Island, which was called New MISC. And that shut down, and then it went to obnoxiousbrutes.com, the forum. So if you're curious about new forums, I do recommend obnoxiousbrutes.com, the forum there, right? We do have a fairly healthy user base, and we've lost a lot of good users over the years with the different forums shutting down and relocating to new forums. But we still have a healthy user base, and I'm there, and that's saying something, right? Because I'm an OG MISCer. I've been there since the old days. I originally was on the MISC back when I was 18 years old, and that's almost 25 years ago now, right? And yeah, back then they all worshipped me because I was an HTN, a real life Chad, and not so much now, but I do get respect. I occasionally have the occasional troll that'll, fire off some insults about the way I look or my lifestyle or something, and fuck them, right? Just some troll. And I'll never forget Skier with an exclamation point. He was the biggest cocksucker there was. And I don't know what's happened to him, but, But yeah, that's just my ramble. 10-minute video. We'll cut her off there. I'll see you guys online.